One thing that I think is very important when we're thinking about that question of sola scriptura and the relation of natural law to that is that when the Reformation talked about sola scriptura, what they were really getting at was we don't need any other special revelation other than the Bible. We don't need a pope in Rome. We don't need a magisterium. We don't need contemporary prophets who are speaking infallible words of revelation. Scripture is the only special revelation we need for Christian faith and life. But what they weren't saying is that we don't need natural revelation. We don't need natural law. If you just think about it for a minute, the Bible presumes that we know something about this world. It presumes that we know what trees and the sky and the seas are. It presumes that we know something about the geography of Palestine. There's all sorts of things in this natural world that Scripture presumes that we know. And the fact that we look at Scripture as our only final arbiter in regard to doctrine does not mean that natural law can play no role. And so there are all sorts of areas of life in which Scripture may tell us some very general things about those things. Say in politics, Scripture does say some very general things about civil government, civil law. But if we want to be really practically useful citizens, if we really want to be practically relevant participants in political life, we need to do much more than just read Romans 13, 1 through 7 over and over and over again. We need to have some understanding of this world and the way God has structured it, and that's going to require inquiry into natural law kinds of questions and not simply just reading Scripture.